It's eternal. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching the video. So today we're playing Mini Motorways. It's basically like an indie game to where, actually, I'll just show you. So we're going to load up here Los Angeles and manage the crisis crossing freeways of the sprawling California metropolis. So as we get into it, I'll kind of show you guys what this game's all about. So it's actually very simplistic. So here we have a little orange house with 2 cars in the driveway. Here we're going to say this is a grocery store. What we need to do is we need to draw a road. Down here we have tiles, and then here we can draw different roads along the map. And what you need to do is connect that house to the grocery store. And throughout the game we'll get different color houses, as well as they'll spawn in different locations. So the best thing that we want to do here is to try and basically build, well, a mini roadway. And we want to try to connect and make this huge city infrastructure. So that's what we're going to be trying to do today. Up here you can see we have 3 deliveries, or I guess you can say pickups, from the grocery store and return to the house. So far it's Wednesday. Every week we get upgrades. So here we're going to go ahead and fast forward a little bit. Alright, so now we have our first alternate color. So we have red. So now we have to think of what is the best way to try to connect this here road. I think for right now we're going to make it its own road, and then make a intersection going straight across here and make this kind of a little subdivision back here. Then we'll speed things along here. And so right now we only have 4 houses on the map, 2 orange and 2 red, but over time we'll have hundreds of houses and hundreds of grocery stores. And so now we've completed our first week, and so we get to choose here. We get a roundabout, or we get 2 traffic lights and 20 tiles. So I think right now we are going to go with the traffic lights, since we have that cross intersection. And what we'll do is we'll take this right here, and it'll actually make this more smooth for the cars trying to get through. So now we have one here that goes across the water, and I believe we have 1 bridge. We do. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and make a little bridge right here across the water and connect it right here to this house. We may even add another stoplight here. We'll have to see later on in the game to see kind of what's making this here, if it piles up here with traffic. So we're going to keep making little subdivisions here, all leading to the same road, because we want to try to keep these cars as separated as possible. I know it wasn't really too great of a job right off the bat, but the grocery stores randomly spawn on the map, so you never know where they're going to spawn at. So now we're to Sunday, start of the week, and here we're going to have to, alright, so it's the end of the week right there. So we need to choose 30 road tiles or 2 more traffic lights. I think the traffic lights would be better, since we already have 20 road tiles and everything seems to be connecting up quite nicely right now. And what we'll do is we'll make a smaller subdivision right back here. And then we'll actually throw another stoplight right there. So I love these over here because they just simply connect right up to their grocery store. And of course I say that, and we get a blue house that is entirely on the other side of the city right now. I think what we will do is we will take it right around the subdivision and connect it right up there. And then here we have another light blue house. We'll take it straight around. Maybe we should have chosen the other roads. Well, it's Saturday, so we only have 1 more day left. Before we get our upgrades. It seems like right now the city's working just fine. actually use our last 3 tiles there. And we have a motorway. So the motorway is the highway, so it allows you to get from basically a point A to a point B. I'll show you that here later on in the video, whenever we get a grocery store up here, and then of course a house that needs to get to it all the way down here. So far we have over 100 deliveries. Everything seems to be going pretty smoothly so far. Glad right here is not getting too jammed up. I left this house alone by itself here for 2 reasons. One is we'd have to add an additional crossroad, which may lead to these cars here having issues, and 2, we only have 10 roads. So I'd like to save as many roads as we possibly can, since later on down the line we're going to have to make longer roads. Alright, week 4. So since we don't have any bridges, I think what I'm going to do is go with 1 additional bridge and 20 road tiles, just because we have so much water on the map in these different locations. So here we have a 2 business parking lot. So we could have a blue here, and then there could be a red or yellow or any other form of color that they honestly want to put there. I think we're going to go right up and around here and go there. What we may do, if the cars are having difficulty getting there, we may actually take a motorway and connect it to here, and then create another route right through here later on. But so far it looks like the cars are getting there and grabbing the packages on time, and everything's going pretty smoothly. So we just hit over 200 packages. We're getting ready to be done with week 4, going on to week 5. Alright, so there's a red, of course. So what I believe we should do is make this intersection here, and then create a straight across, and then connect it directly over right here. So we have 5 tiles left, so that may be problematic here. So I think what we're gonna have to do momentarily is actually create a small highway connecting here to here, just to get some cars moving through there. And that only gives you 10, so I think we're going to go with another bridge since we're so low on roadways right now. And what we'll do is we'll actually delete that there, and then just draw it straight across, just like that. So here we got an upgraded store. So we can call that a supermarket, if you would. I know, pretty corny. But it just means that the packages are going to come through quite a bit faster. And here, since we have quite a few red houses, I think we're just going to connect that up right there so these houses actually can start going and picking up orders. I don't see anywhere getting too congested right now. Oh, that actually wasn't connected. Just gotta make sure you continue to connect all these houses. Alright, that's week 6 complete. I think we're gonna take the 30 tiles since we only have 8. I'm gonna still have 1 motorway in our pocket. It wouldn't surprise me if a green actually spawns here on this parking lot there. Then we may actually need to take the motorway over to here. Here's getting a little congested, so if we get a roundabout pick, I may delete that. What we'll do is take that there. We'll actually make a small, or I guess a long highway, just run straight across, and that should allow those cars to take this here motorway, and they move much faster. Get there, grab some packages, and there's a yellow house. So what we're going to do is we'll just connect that up there. We'll take a stoplight and just place it right there. We'll also take our second one and place it there since it seems to be getting quite congested. I'd prefer not to make a small subdivision here, but that may be what we have to do. We'll take another motorway. We'll run this all the way down here to these stoplights, just so it's not too bad in the long run. Alright, and we actually got a close blue house. So run straight there. So the best thing that I've picked up on this game to do is to keep the colors as separated as humanly possible. Try to keep subdivisions together of colors, so you don't get too overwhelmed with moving packages from different locations and getting too much of a traffic jam. We may create a small drive-through here, which I really don't want to do, but I think we're going to end up needing these yellow houses down the road. Okay, so we're going to actually take this roundabout here. So what we'll do is we'll delete these here stoplights, and we'll actually take a roundabout and place it right there. And that should allow for the same kind of off and on, but without the stop and go traffic. So that should make things smoother. If it doesn't for whatever reason, then we will actually, there might be an issue for cross traffic. Alright. Here may be an issue later on down the line. We'll kind of keep our eyes on that. What we'll do is we'll actually create a small road back here that can run to this highway, and then we'll take this road and go straight down to here. So these yellow houses up here can actually just take this freeway right down. So we're getting actually quite a bit of congestion here. So we may need to use more motorways. We'll try to ease this up the best we can here. There's a lot of congestion here with these yellow cars. But since a lot of these can use the motorway, what we'll actually do is we'll allow them to choose if they would rather take the motorway or go straight across. So here it still looks like there's quite a bit of congestion, so I think what I'm going to do is actually delete this here and just create that seamless four-way intersection once again and put us a stoplight there. So we need to figure out a way to get these green houses. What we're going to do is we're actually going to take a motorway. We're going to place one here. Red's not getting where it needs to go. So here, we're gonna pause everything and just take a second and kind of look at what we have here. So this bar means that all the packages here are overloading, and there's not enough red cars to make it across town to get here to pick up these packages. And it seems all of these red buildings are about the same. So I don't know if there's any way to save this. I believe even if I added a motorway here to take us directly across to here, I don't think it would fix it, because then the cars would still need to travel all the way up here. I may be able to add something there and then add an additional connection here to try to get these cars to be able to get up here. Let's see. So what we'll do is we will add a motorway from here. We'll drag it right down here, and we'll kind of just see what happens with time. I think these are going to end up getting too full. And we're actually going to end up losing this one. And there it is. So, game over. Too few cars could reach this destination in time. Your city shut down. 995 commuters traveled on your roads over 71 days. So we only made it 71 days. But there are a lot of different places that we could visit. So here my high score is 11,175, which you guys can all see. We have Beijing that we can try out, Tokyo, London. I'm not even going to attempt to pronunciate this because I do not know how. We also have New York, same thing with this city as well. Moscow, Munich, Zurich, and so on and so forth. Additional places that I've never even seen what they look like yet. And we'll kind of play these places over time and go through, and I am completely open to different, play styles and types. So you guys just let me know what you guys want to see, and we'll kind of go from there. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll catch you next time.